Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking you through every single step that you will need to create passive income. Yes, we're going to be using the power of ChatGPT and the power of our brains to create something that could potentially bring in quite a bit of money over time. Right, first of all, sorry about the audio. I did buy a new microphone, but it kind of broke in the first day. Goodbye. So I've ordered a new one and it should come Friday. So bear with me until then. Anyway, let's dive in. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start by trying to brainstorm some ideas through ChatGPT. We're going to do this by asking for ideas that don't actually require a lot of work because we're lazy, and also the amount of coding that ChatGPT can do is a little bit limited. A lot of these are quite good, but they do entail kind of need to be an aspect of it. It's not really passive. So let's kind of prompt it now to give me some more kind of passive automated ones, which I can just kind of set and forget. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea of one. There was a kind of automatic cover letter that inspired me to think about the manipulation of words, etc. And so maybe do a website that kind of like aids writers. So we could include things like formatting of content, formatting of changing letters, maybe. Letter converter, counter, all of that snaz. Okay, let's try and brainstorm this. This is awesome. So, grammar checker, gonna take that. Thesaurus. Oh, I don't know. Is there like an API for this? Writing prompts, I could hook that up, but that will be credits for GPT. Character generator, plot generator, also GPT, OpenAI credits. Community, not so keen. Writing tips, that could be generated articles. All right. So I'm going to set up a website. I would highly recommend either using Ionos or Hostinger. I'm going to be using Hostinger for this only because most of my websites are currently with them. But honestly, Ionos offer the best technical support and prices that I've come across. So to start off, head over to Hostinger, and we're probably just going to need the single plan. So that will be one website unless you've got some already. I already have some, so I don't need this. So just log in and let's get a domain. Okay, so to think of a nice idea for a domain name, I could go backwards and forwards with GPT-3 and seeing if it's available. Or I could use Squid Help. They have a free to use generator. They emailed me, I'm sorry for not getting back to you, but I do like the idea. Don't take my silence as like I'm not interested, because this is quite useful. So, yep, squidhelp.com/business name generator. Those three words are hyphenated, by the way. I'll leave the link in the description. So, let's just say what we want. I need a name for a... Right, let's see what it gives us. Word Muse. You know, I have to go with that, I think. It says it's available. It will be so wrong. I like Penzen, but Word Muse will be so wrong for me not to go with. Just don't be expensive, please. Wordmuse.com. Alright, maybe not Wordmuse. 7,000. I wish. Okay, we could go with one of these lesser ones. Wordmuse.io. I quite like that. Okay, so with that information, let's go back over to my current provider and let's do wordmuse.io. £31. I can take that. I can do that. Yeah, it's an investment. It's more than my usual $8 I would do, but wordmuse.io. Anything else here? info website text space fun link click wordmuse.click. IO, that's where it's at. Okay, so all of these, we don't want any of these actually. Skip, I will manage my plugins later. We don't want a template. Skip, I will do that later. Choose a domain, wordmuse.io. There we go. So it's now installing WordPress. It's as simple as that. What was that, like 2 minutes? So whether we're going to be able to use this WordPress straight away is debatable. Probably not. So I will probably pause it now and check in a couple of hours, if not tomorrow. Actually, I'm at an AI exhibit tomorrow in London. Today is March the 7th, so probably I will do it on Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yes, and hopefully I might have a new microphone then. But I will probably not use it because then it will sound really weird with the audio. All right, edit website. Okay, so if I go to wordmuse.io right now, it can't be reached. It will be reached, it will be here. We'll see our website in all its glory very soon. So we just need to wait for it to propagate. So I'll be back in a jiffy, or tomorrow. Okay, so now the interesting part starts. For this, we're going to need ChatGPT and we're going to need CodePen. So head over to codepen.io and create an account. Once done, just click pen. And then we get this lovely window here. Right, so let's pop over to ChatGPT. And now we're going to ask it to make us the program. I think that should be fine. Okay, let's try that. By the way, you can do this with the free or paid version of ChatGPT. The only difference is the speed. The result's the same. So let's copy that and let's put that into our CodePen. So the CodePen is split into 3 sections: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For those that don't know, HTML is kind of like the front-end code of the skeleton, if you want. CSS is kind of like the muscles, the beautification of it. JavaScript is the brains. So right now we are... Actually, that's HTML, isn't it? So we put the HTML in there, and it's given us our lovely boxes. Let's go over here. I didn't ask for HTML, so it's odd that it gave that to me. Okay. Anyway, and let's put the JavaScript in there. We can test to see if this works. Okay, let's type Alex Player, and then I don't like the drop-down menu, and I don't like the button to convert. I don't like the drop-down menu. I want simply the buttons in a row, and the user chooses which one they want. All right, let's try again. So yeah, as I've mentioned in previous videos, this is very much like a game of tennis, back and forth, back and forth. Alright, let's do the new HTML and the new JavaScript. That's better. There we go, let's give that a test. Alex Player. Good. Only it doesn't work. That is a problem. So now we need to troubleshoot. I love the layout. Much more like this, but now it doesn't work. Nothing. And then say what happens. Why doesn't it work? Nothing. And then it will go back again and try again. You might need to do this 2 or 3 times until it works. But eventually it normally does work it out. It doesn't look like it finished because there's an open bracket, but there's no closed brackets. So let's do continue. You silly sausage. Okay, let's give that a try. Back over to CodePen. Wait for it to flash. There we go. Now let's try H Player. Good. That's good. I just don't like the convert button though. That's another step. So great, it works, but please remove the convert button and make it change as soon as I press the button to select the conversion type. But it will probably have to redo the HTML as well, I guess. While this is waiting, yeah, I'm really looking forward to GPT-4 next week. Apparently it's all models, so it's not just text. Yeah, so it's all models. So it's going to be image, text, everything. I don't think that will work because it kind of snipped off the end. But we can go try. Take that. Take this. Click copy button. Okay, so this replaces that. Let's try that. You know what? It works. Remove the convert button from this HTML. Let's paste that in. We could do this ourselves, but defeats the purpose. I'm playing ignorant here. So now paste that in. Let it flash. And let's play. Awesome. We have a working application. But this is kind of limiting. So we've got sentence case, capital case, camel case, lowercase. Title case, neck case, kebab case. That tastes yummy. Convert spaces. All right. Dot case, swap case, invert case, sentence case. Alternating case. Okay. But we have the. So let's take this. This is our camel case. Here is the code for camel case. Please write the same style code for the above 10 suggested cases. So doing this, I don't want it to spit out the whole entire code again because it's going to run out of credits, it's going to run out of tokens. So this way I'm just getting the little bits that I need and I can add them in myself. It ran out there. Okay, so let's do this 9. I think 10 was a bit optimistic. So let's find where I put them. Let's move this down. Function, here we go. Sentence case. So we find the end of that and we paste. And then get the next one, copy. I realize this is it realizes it's incomplete. Okay, copy, paste. Now please adjust the HTML to accommodate all of these new cases. Accommodate. And there we go. Take that and paste that. Wait for the flash, and there's all the cases. So now we can style it. I will show you how we can style it with GPT-3. Then later I will show you how we can manually style it. Great, give it a cookie, and then we say please create assist, make this look stylish. So this will need to be changed anyway because the CSS it's doing is not good. If we're putting it in a website, i.e. it's got star, which means it will affect everything within the website. Body, it's not good. So I will use these temporarily. I'll take body, I won't take the star. And let's put that in. There we go. It's starting to look like something, isn't it? Alright, so something's happened now. It doesn't want to work. So that was probably due to me copying stuff in. So what we do here is the buttons are fine. What we need to do is copy this and say, please fix when I press the case button. Nothing happens. I broke it. Okay, so I'm missing the event listeners. Alright, so the issue here is these event listeners have different names to these. Please change the HTML to match the Okay, so after a little bit of bug testing, I finally gave it the HTML and I said, please write the JavaScript for this. It gave me the JavaScript, then I used the continue from where you left off, and then it finished it off, and it works, finally. That was a little bit more than I expected, but we have it now working, as you can see in the bottom box. And the copy and paste also works, which is down here. So we have our first text tool. A rather like kebab, that looks quite cool. So we're going to head over to our website and we're going to put this in so people can start using it. So here we are. This is now 3 days actually. So it's now Friday the 10th of March and our website is working. It's up and it's running. So we log in. To log into your WordPress, by the way, go to the URL to /wp-admin, and that will take you to the login box where you do your admin password and admin username. Okay, so for this, you can use pretty much any kind of theme you want, any text builder you want, any even templates if you wish. But we're going to be using Envato Elements, Elementor. So first of all, you go to plugins, you add new plugins, and let's type Envato. Once activated, head over to welcome and then connect your account. If you don't have an account, it costs about £12-13 dollars-ish a month, but it's great value for your money. We're going to be using template kits. I'm opting for template kits because basically it makes designing a website a breeze. They're affordable, or they're free, they're included with this, and you don't have to worry about a developer abandoning them like you would with a theme if you went down that route. These are more kind of like modular, so you can choose different sections, update as you wish. So have a look through and find one that you want. I've opted for one called Cyborg, so let's view that. And then we need to, first of all, let's install the global kits. So this is like the CSS and the styling and the fonts. So we install that here. Then we go to the pages. These are the ones that's automatically installed. Have a quick peek at this. What is this? These are the defaults. Let's just get rid of everything. Remove trash. Don't want any of this. Cool. Let's do a new page, and we're going to call this Home. Actually, let's just call it Word Muse. And then edit with Elementor. Okay. So the screen's kind of black now because that was the theme styling that we just added. What we do now is click on the green leaf thing, click View Install Kits, and then we want to have a look for Homepage. So let's pump that in there. While that's loading, we can have a look at the other pages. So Single Projects, Help Center, Services. I don't think we're going to be using any of these. We might use the About Us. 404 we'll likely use. We're not going to be doing blogs. This is more of a SaaS service. Header we're going to be using. For headers, you do need Elementor Pro. So keep that in mind. When choosing your theme, for example, I'm using Neve right now. It does come with its own kind of header and footer builder, so you can use that if you want. But for simplicity and speed, I'm going to be using Elementor Pro's headers. Let's give it a catchy title. You know what? Okay, let's publish this. On the, let's use ChatGPT again. So let's do new chats and explain what we are doing. Okay, so we're creating a SAS for a free word tool website, which includes case converter, word counter, and other tools. It's called wordmuse.io. Please write SEO focused homepage content. Okay, let's do that again, including subheadings. So we can just start pasting this in actually. So let's paste that in there. That's the header, isn't it? All right, so let's create the first page actually for the application that we just created. So this is case converter, edit with Elementor. What we need to do is get the HTML, put that in here. So we got HTML block here. So we go back over to our pen. Let's pick that up. Paste it in. Lovely jubbly. Actually, you know what? As I mentioned previously, these classes, they're very generic and that will cause a problem. So I will go back over to here, do a new chat. Here is my HTML and the CSS. Please change classes. I don't know why I'm shouting. To be less generic. Okay, so let's put it in a subclass. So text converter and then button. Good. So this won't mess around with the website anymore. It dropped off there. Continue where you left off. That's the magic word, isn't it? Okay, so let's take this, copy that in there. Let's continue where I left off. Now we need to add the JavaScript. So for that, we'll go over to our dashboard, plugins, add new. Let's do CSS, JS. And yeah, that would do simple custom CSS and JavaScript. And there you are there. So we want to add JavaScript. Go back here, get our code, and paste it in. And we're going to call that JS converter. Publish. All right, so now we want to add this, our HTML. So let's go back here. I wish to add this JS HTML. Please write the script for this. And this is pretty much what we need here. We could have just done that ourselves, but I'm lazy. And edit. Yeah. I noticed the page, it says page ID. That means it's our permalinks actually. So one problem at a time. So let's go to settings, permalinks. And we want to change that to custom structure. Post name actually. We hit the button save changes twice. So that changes the htaccess also. Don't worry if you don't know what that means, just click it twice. Now we can go back to this. View. What is it called actually? Case converter. Okay, I'm pretty much done. I did a few more pages. So I did in total case converter, which you saw. I did password generator. This one had quite a few bugs. So honestly, just a bug test to say, hey, this is my code. What's wrong with it? If it says it's fine, say, okay, this is my HTML. Why doesn't it work with that code? Usually it will just say, okay, the names are misaligned or something. But just back and forth. So that works. Then we have a word counter. Let's do hello, my name is Alex. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. So we've got our pages, we can add later, but you get the gist. I added a footer. Right now, this is just holding content. I'll show you how I did that. This is done in the exact same way we're going to do a header. We don't have a header yet, so I'll show you how to do that. So we go to templates. This is their new theme builder they like to push. I don't like that. So we click that button and we go to header. Create new header. Let's call it something we'll remember. Not footer. Call it header. This is the Elementor default ones. We don't want that. We have a theme thing going on. Click our green leaf. You install kits. And then here we'll find the header somewhere. Single post, footer, header. There we go. So obviously this isn't my logo. I'm going to want to change that. Quite often you won't have a navigation, so you'll have to go to this little menu screen and create one. Everything on here isn't valid, so let's delete everything here actually. We can add some stuff actually, can't we? Case, password, word counter, case converter. Rewriter was something I started. I was going to use the API for OpenAI, but I just want to get this out the door. Alright, so we've got our 1, 2, 3 pages added. Let's do a custom link. Take the URL. I'm going to call this home. And then just drag this to the top because I want it to be on the far left. This is from left to right. We're going to want an About Us page. I should put that in now. About. Sorry, that's the URL, isn't it? Put that there. And as we don't have a page right now, I'm just going to do the hashtag. There we go. Cool. All right, so this needs to be stretched out. There we go. We've got a call to action button here. Let's do... Okay, logo. I'm going to use one similar to the prompt muse one. Click on this top left corner and we want to align this middle. Image size looks a little bit blurry. Awesome. Now we want to click on these 6 dots. This basically selects the whole container. We want to make the whole container black. So we don't see other elements underneath it. You'll understand in a second. And then we want advanced motion effects. Sticky top. So this means when they scroll, they'll always have this fantastic navigation. So, sorry, I'm skipping ahead here. So publish, we want this navigation bar to be on every single page. It already has one. Let's do save. And then let's go back. It's duplicated it for some reason. So trash that. It should be the new one. Yep. So that's now on the entire site. Good. Right, we want this to be the home page. It's currently not. So let's go back to the dashboards. We go to settings. Yeah, so we want it to be a static page. Awesome. I got rid of that header, by the way, that big introductory header, because I want people literally to come to the website and think, what are we doing here? Okay, let's generate a password, sentence case. We can do this. And then for the value of SEO, I'm going to fill this out. I won't bore you with me filling this out because literally it is just with Elementor. You just copy paste. Not too interesting. Change the images up. Obviously this isn't relative at all. None of this is relative. It's all just filler. So I will fill that out. I would change this. Need a privacy policy and cookie policy. We can do that with ChatGPT, I suppose. All right, let's go in. So let's say I have a website called Go. So while that's thinking, I'm going to head over here, go to posts. Shall we make it a post or a page? Let's do a page, actually. Add new cookie policy. Let's edit with Elementor. This doesn't have to be a nice page, just simple to read. So drag in the text. And here we go. Cookie policy. Make that a H1 because that's the title. And so the way things go is that the title is always H1, subtitle is H2s, subs H3s, and so on. This will be nice. You see it's got the semicolons to bolden them, just so it's because people don't read all of the text, they scan for the information they're looking for. So it's always nice to have it presented in a way that it's easily recognizable. We have nearly the end. That looks good. Publish that, have a look. Yeah, so we've got the header there, so that the pop's being cut off. So right click anywhere, navigator, then we can select the top element, which is the container, advance, margin. Let's change that to percentage and just hit that, span that about 7%. Awesome, we have a cookie policy. Now we need a cookie pop-up. Plugins, add new, install. This one's always nice and is free, which is always nice. All right, I want to change the website name because for some reason it's called Web Agency Demo. That's what I want. So let's go to customize, header, change logo, and here we can call it Word Muse. 3 writers. Writers or writing? Writers. 3 writers tools. Let's have favicon. I'll just use... favicon is basically the icon that is on the top of the thumbnail. You know, like the Chrome thumbnail and stuff. It should be 512 by 512. I will use the logo for prompt use. Okay. Here. And just drag in your image. Okay, so now we want SEO, so go to add new. If you type SEO, there's a lot of free tools, but I am a firm believer rank math is king. I stand behind rank math. It's only not too expensive, also it's free, but there is a pro version. I recommend getting the pro version. Okay, I'll show you how to set this up. So we need to do a couple of things. Let's go to a header footer. And we need header footer code manager. Elementor does have one, but I don't like it. It's old habits. Cool. So it's down there. So what we need to do now is go to Google Search Console, create an account if you don't have one. It's free. Then we need to add property. Head over, get the URL, paste that in, get rid of the dash, continue. Then do HTML tag, copy that, go back to your new header footer tool, and we're going to call this Search Console, just so we know what it is. Doesn't matter what you call it. Paste that in there. Press save. If you have a caching program, clear your cache now. Go back to this and then verify. It's now looking for that code we just added. We proved we own the website. That's it. Now we can go back to this. Okay, so once we've verified our Google Search Console, just go ahead and complete the rank math wizard. It's pretty much just filling out your logo, your site name, etc. And then we're set to go. What we need next is to add our sitemaps. So head over to rank math on the left, click sitemap settings. Then what I like to do is just add the ones. Well, first you do a general one. This is the primary one. Head back over to Google Search Console and click on sitemaps. Need this in here and submit. Okay, good, that worked. You don't have to do this next step, but it's kind of force a habit for me. So what I do is I go back again and then I get my post pages. And I like to add these all, so it has all the individual sitemaps. Do that. And then when you have the categories, etc., you can add them. All right, so now we need to get paid. So there's a couple of choices here to get paid. One, we can apply for AdSense. That takes around a week to get confirmation. This is a new site, might not get verified straight away. So the other option is affiliate. With affiliate, the best option I found is share a sale. So you just log in, then you choose the type of product that is similar to your niche. Then you apply, you send the company the link to your website, and then they get back to you quite quickly saying yay or no. If they say yay, they give you an affiliate link. With that, you can create adverts and post them on your page. In my case, I'm a massive fan of AppSumo. I love AppSumo. I spend all my money on AppSumo, and the products they sell, they're just really good value for money. It's a bit of a risk, some of the products, because they're new companies, so it's like backing a new horse. But I've saved a lot of money in the long run, so I'm quite happy being an affiliate of AppSumo. To do so, just create an account and then join their affiliate program. So I'm going to add a few affiliate links from them. They run via impact.com. So let's find a link. Okay, so a few details. Get code, copy that, and let's go to our site. So we want HTML. We want to create a section that goes here, actually. So click the plus, create a new section, HTML. Drag that in there, and we can paste that code we just had. And let's see what that looks like. Not here. I've got AdBlocker on. Refresh. There we go. You can install a plugin to force people to use or turn off AdBlocker. I'm not that mean. I mean, like, everyone knows ads help pay the bills, but I'm not going to force anyone. Traffic's traffic. Sentence case. So let's add some ads to this one as well. But you know what? We can just copy this. Okay, I think we're nearly done. Sorry, this has gone on a little bit. So the last things to do is we want to do the meta descriptions for each and every page. This will help us get the clicks that we need. So on each page, do edit with Elementor, then click on the SEO aspect. If you don't see it, click on the cog, and then the 9 things, SEO, edit snippet. And so right now, this is what we have: read writing tools, dash, and then the site name. That's good. And I did the meta description for this using ChatGPT. So let's do one now together. So let's do case converter. Free text case converter. Okay. And okay, go. Good. It looks a bit long though. Let's ask for another shorter. Okay, that's fine. Then we go back to the website and just paste it in. Cool. So we've used 140 out of 160 characters. Awesome. All right, so then just do the remaining pages. And then the last thing to do is go back to Google Search Console. and we're going to force it to crawl our site. So the way to do that is just to get your site name and paste it in there and go. So it's already on Google actually, which is quite good. But let's request indexing. So now that's going to recrawl our website, and our website's live. So obviously, organically, websites do take quite a while to start ranking, anywhere between 4 to 6 to 12 months. So to improve your SERP result, I advise just keep updating the site, improving it, adding news, tweaking the tools, just keeping the users informed and updated and coming back really. So let's wait for that to go. And there we have it. Our new website, with its adverts and with the tools and with the SEO. Super. Anyway, if you didn't understand anything, sorry, I know it was a long one, or you would like me to show something else in the next tutorial, or something in particular interests you, let me know down below and I will try to get round to it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care. Alex out.